Hello and welcome to another episode of Chocolate Covered Gaming, the wonderful podcast where we try and brew you a wonderful cup of hot chocolate in under an hour. And by hot chocolate, I mean homebrew. And by homebrew, I mean homemade things to put in your D&D game. And by homemade things to put in your D&D game, I mean stuff to have fun with, you pieces of shit. Anyway, I'm Hershey Bar. Your horrible host today because exhaustion's setting in. And with me is the lovely, always by my side, star that guides me through the night. He's more than one star, though. He's multiple stars up in the sky, guiding us all. You call him a Milky Way.
I'm a galaxy.
And a chocolate bar.
Put the galaxy in your mouth.
Oh, no. Okay. Continuing on. Well, before, oh no. Mayday. We have Mayday.
We have Mayday. Is the galaxy imploding?
I wish it would. So.
Cool. Boom.
Whoa. We now go to Milky Way / Chris with our homebrew this week. What you bring to the table, Chris?
Well, I've been reflecting a lot, and I'll be honest, I just changed my idea because I realized something I actually did have in the back of my head. As you know, I'm still recording from Mexico.
Yep.
As you know. And I thought I had to represent Mexico in at least one of my brews. And nothing says Mexico like some mariachis. So I want to brew a mariachi subclass.
Well, there's only one class it could be a subclass for.
Clearly it's warlock.
I want to sell my soul to maracas.
Exactly. But no, you're right. There's only one class this can actually be. Clearly.
Barbarian.
Absolutely. For real.
Bard.
Duh.
Bard.
Like,
yeah. It's
all right, like everyone, be surprised.
Oh.
So the mariachi.
Okay. It's moments like this. Part of me thinks we should write scripts and not do improv, but that would take time.
No, that's what gives us our authenticity because you get to experience this live.
Fuck it, we'll do it live. Okay, so mariachi bard. Bariachi? Yep. No, that
the bardiachi.
The bardiachi. Oh god. Okay.
Yeah. So it's going to be a bardic college.
Yep.
College of mariachi. Easy.
Fair enough, actually.
Where do bards get their little features first?
They get them at 3rd, 6th, and 14th.
All right, so see, we don't have that much to worry, right? It's only 3 features.
Yeah, but most colleges give 2 features at level 1.
Yeah.
To, make up for that exact moment you said.
So yeah, 3rd, 2nd, yeah.
Some give even more because they're assholes like that.
Yeah. So, where do you think we should start? 3rd level. What is the average? Like, what do we when we look at the bardic colleges? What do they typically give? Like how, for example, like clerics, they give additional proficiency.
Yeah. So usually, what they give is they give 2 main effects or 1 main effect usually 2 main effects at 3rd level. That are, usually things to build the class around. They can be anything from utility to manipulating conversations or combat to dealing extra damage. Could also be like, tricks like College of Lore lets you learn spells from any class. Proficiencies like College of Swords. It can really be anything. It's just the foundation we will build the rest of this class from. 6th level is usually a cool trick they have of some kind that's a bit powerful.
Mm-hmm.
It could be some really cool stuff. It's usually a bit of a like one shot kind of thing that
Mhm.
they can only do once per long rest, but has a very powerful effect. Again, it can be combat based or utility based. Like 6th level for College of Valor is literally just extra attack.
Right.
Whereas 6th level for College of Whispers is like Mantle of Whispers, where you get to steal shadows and learn things about people and, lie about them better.
Mhm.
And 14th level, your capstone, is usually something fucking buck shit wild.
Okay. Yeah, I think I have an idea so far. So, first main effect, Mariachi band.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, wait, that's the name of it.
That's the name of it.
Do you literally just summon like spectral players?
Phantom, you get similar, I don't want to say similar to a mirror image, but for the conceptual, the flavor, you get 3 other versions of yourself that will assist you when you play your music. You get your mariachi band, your mariachis.
Okay, they spawn with different musics to play an accompaniment. Different instruments, not musics. They're not playing techno while you play mariachi.
Hey, you know what? I'm sure techno mariachi. Yeah, you may spawn 3, spectral copies of yourself with instruments of your choosing that play alongside you. That play with you. Play alongside you as you're like, your team.
Okay, now what do they? No, yeah, okay. Now what's that do, mechanically speaking?
Well,
because it's awesome, but
it's awesome, but it's got to do a thing.
Yeah. That's basically what I was trying to say, without sounding like what you sounded like, which was a dick.
Advantage on performance checks.
So you have advantage on performance checks. Feel like that's
so while you have your mariachis out.
While you have your mariachis out, you have advantage on performance checks. We should probably do one other thing.
Hey, what's the range of bardic inspiration naturally?
Wow, don't actually know that off the top of my head. Hold on.
All right, once within the next 10, you can use other than within 60 feet of you. They double your bardic inspiration.
They double your bardic inspiration range?
Yeah, because you guys are playing together. You're playing loudly. People can easily hear you.
Fair enough. So do we want to make it an action then to some of these mariachis?
Yeah, so as an action, you can summon your, as an action.
As an action, because bardic inspiration is a bonus action.
Right. As an action.
You can summon mariachis to accompany you for a song's usually like 3 to 5 minutes, so we'll say 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It's not something that's super powerful in combat, so we're not worried about it being there forever in combat. You know what I mean?
They last for 3 minutes?
I would say like 4 minutes. Like you can get a good song in without having to stop for 6 seconds to summon them.
Disappearing. You have advantage on performance checks, and you double your bardic inspiration
range.
All right.
Do we want to give anything else, or do we think that's good?
Let's see. Should we have a limit on this?
No, because again, like the action economy is met with it, and it's not exactly a strong. Like if we give it something, it can actually be used for. No offense.
Yeah. And I think the next feature I'm thinking of is going to be that accompanies this will be the you use this in combat feature.
Okay, so what are you thinking? What are you thinking? Lay it on me.
All right. So, have you heard about the jarabe tapatio?
What? No. I mean,
often referred to as the Mexican hat dance.
Oh, you piece of shit. Oh, you piece.
Feels good to homebrew. Like I said, I needed to represent Mexico somehow, and this is.
You know what? Even though I was controlled by a hat, I got the American episode, so.
Yeah, you did get the America.
I can't argue to this.
All right.
Just wait for my South Africa episode. That will totally come one day.
It will. You heard it here first.
totally. It will
South
happen.
Africa is
I
getting an
swear.
episode.
If
The entirety
sarcasm.
of South Africa.
Oh no. No.
All right.
Okay.
So one of the aspects of the Mexican hat dance is obviously the fact that the males wear the giant, little hat. And they'll throw down the hat, and everyone, they dance around it. It's a courtship dance.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking, what if you can throw down this hat, people within 30 feet need to make a charisma save, or else they move within the hat, they move up to the hat, and they cannot move away from it willingly. Like a reverse sphere, basically.
Okay.
So they can move around the, like let's say they can move adjacent, and then they can move like the single diagonal, but they cannot move away from the hat because you got to finish the dance, the courtship dance around the hat.
So we're doing something almost like Otto's irresistible dance.
Yeah,
which is a 6th level spell, and
okay,
I love
so
it.
See,
No,
okay.
I love it.
Okay, you love it, therefore it's okay. Yeah,
no, I'm saying it has first off, Otto's irresistible dance doesn't have a save. That's why it's 6th level.
Right, okay.
Because it forces them to dance for a minute with no save. So I'm not saying, it's a bad situation. It's a way you can stall 1 to 2 enemies for, a good solid while you take care of others. It's powerful.
Yeah. That's why I said this is the useful one.
I think that's great. So what's the range on it?
Well, it's going to definitely be a 30-foot range.
30-foot range,
Probably.
You throw your hat 30 feet. That seems fair.
Yeah.
Just frisbee that thing out there.
Throwing the hat 30 feet? Because I was thinking immediately just drop 5 feet. You're thinking throw the hat 30 feet. And then you know what? I like that. Throw the hat.
And then enemies within 5 feet of the hat have to do a charisma saving throw. Or they're forced to dance.
It's a nice little, leash.
Yeah, right. As your mariachis appear around the hat playing for them.
Actually, I was thinking of something with the mariachis for 6/15, so...
No, I was just saying that, as flavor.
Yeah, as flavor. Yeah, you're playing with, the optimal so far, like a 3rd level, is you throw up the hat, you summon the mariachis, you start playing, right?
Yeah.
Or you have the mariachis out already and you're already playing the song.
Yeah, exactly.
You'll be forced to dance in front of the hat. It's an action, right? To
100%
throw the hat.
Definitely an action. 100% an action. And if they succeed to save, they're immune to it for 24 hours. The standard fare.
Right, of course. Oh, our standard fare. We've done this. This isn't our first fiesta.
Yeah, but good podcasting is saying things out loud.
Good podcasting is saying things out loud and multiple times.
It's almost like it's an audio medium.
Audio medium.
Who would have thought?
So before dance in front of the hat, if they succeed, immune to 24 hours. All right. What's the cooldown on this?
I want to say once per short rest.
Once per short rest.
Because we put the cause of 24 hours thing on it.
Yeah.
So I feel like just to make it a little more useful, once per short rest. Because it is still a gamble. You have to try and group them up or catch one big guy alone or something like that. Also, I was thinking for Mariachi Band itself, have just a little bonus.
Yeah, what?
You gain proficiency in performance, and if you already had it, pick proficiency in another skill.
Ooh, yeah. Of course, because you gotta be able to perform.
Yeah, exactly. Just a way to guarantee performance proficiency, and the usual caveat of if you don't have it, if you already did have it, get something else. Don't just, get dicked on.
All right. Added that.
That way, they'll have around 6 proficiency.
So, so far, it seems like we are a flavorful, almost like, I don't want to say semi-tank. Yeah. You got a nice little taunt.
We have a lot of control. We're CC right now.
Yeah, we're CC.
So
and that's what mariachis do. They control crowds.
That's actually fair in a weird way, so I guess we'll keep going with it.
Hey, you know what? When we built our America thing, when I built the America and you were being controlled by an evil master hat, we built a cowboy.
We did.
So,
built a cowboy.
I did, and you and You pseudo you. We can call you pseudo you.
I'm pretty sure some dark part of me participated willingly.
Probably.
While the rest of me fought for freedom.
All right. So 6th level.
Okay.
Pretty.
6th level can be anything. Like all the 6 levels are pretty different, which is annoying. Some are great. Some can be things just like, College of Lore only gets additional magical secrets. College of Valor only gets extra attack.
I almost feel like we need to have don't usually the colleges add another way to use your inspiration die?
They usually do. That's correct. Like that's a great point. College again, I'm going to do College 2 in the player's handbook.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Basic stuff. College of Lore has cutting words. You can use it on enemies within 60 feet of you to lower their attack roll, ability check, or damage roll. And then like College of Valor, you can add a bardic inspiration die to your damage.
You know what? Tell me if this is broken or not. Taco stand. Use a bardic inspiration die and let someone recover that much HP according to the result. Something like that.
Ooh,
because at fiestas you have your taco stand, you have your meal, your giant, dishes.
I like it surprisingly enough, and what I think is really here's what I think we should do.
Fiesta platter is the name. There we go.
Fiesta platter. I think we can do this like the same range in the range of your bardic inspiration. That way, if they need to like snipe a heal, they can also mariachi band.
Yeah.
As a bonus action. So it fights that sweet healing word prime spot kind of situation.
Yep.
You can spend a bardic inspiration to heal your ally. Whatever. Roll your bardic inspiration, heal an ally within range that much. Or
you want your allies with range.
Oh, that's
it's a platter.
That's really powerful.
Okay, then we'll do an ally within range.
Or we can do that, but then maybe we want to make this 14th.
No, I have my. So we'll keep this. Yeah, ally within range,
healing the whole party. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyway, continue.
Here's the thing I was also going to say. So you roll a die to heal, and they also gain temporary hit points equal to your charisma modifier.
Ooh, yeah.
That way, instead of just doing the classic healing word of add that to heal, it's like a more situational buffer you have to think about.
Mm-hmm.
Now, normally they would put stuff like this at 3rd level, but fuck it, we're unique.
We're unique.
They usually give the bardic inspiration options at 3rd level, but fuck it, we're unique people. We got our own plans.
Yeah.
We do what we want.
Exactly. All right, so we've got the music, we've got the dancing, we got the food.
Hell yeah, we got the food.
So you know what our capstone really ought to be?
Hit me.
Fiesta. The party. No. All right, we got to bring all these together now. So what I'm thinking is, if you have your mariachis out, when you throw Mexican hat dance, instead of within 5 feet, within 30 feet.
So when you throw it, it affects everyone within 30 feet.
Of the hat.
Okay. Yeah, I'm digging it. All
right. So all of these effects are going to be as long as you have mariachi. It's really buffing like mariachi band.
Yeah.
Right?
No, it's
so as long as you have your mariachis out.
Yeah.
Mexican hat dance affects everyone in 30 feet. Well, affects all enemies. Yeah. Well, whatever. All enemies within 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Fiesta platter. Double the amount.
Yeah.
Double the result. Yeah.
So double the result and double the temporary hit point. So really what Fiesta does is just buff all the other abilities.
Yeah. As long as you have mariachi band.
Yeah.
Oh, and mariachi band lasts.
Mariachi band lasts until you use a bonus an action to dispel it.
Yeah.
Which I'm just like, oh boy. This is all. Yeah.
HP and temporary HP granted. Bye, Fiesta platter.
I'm just like, I like it a lot, but part of me is also like, just buffing all other effects they already have and not adding a new one feels a little weird, you know?
Do you think we should give it a unique effect as well?
I feel like we should.
All
I
right.
like the buffing because it fits with Mariachi Band and how it buffs Bardic Inspiration, period.
Yeah.
But I feel like we should give it a unique effect.
I've been driving. I want to let you two. I want to allow you to drive for a bit.
Okay.
Take the wheel.
I'll happily take the wheel from you because you suck at driving.
Here's the wheel. It's attached.
So, I think we got the Fiesta going on. Buffs all our other abilities, you know.
Yep.
But I feel like, the main thing we've kind of neglected in a weird way is we got the music, we got the dancing, we got the food, you know?
Mm-hmm.
We don't have a piñata.
Oh! You're right.
I feel bad being the white man in the room who's got to say it.
No,
we don't got a piñata.
You got to say, we don't have the eel piñata? Or pinata?
Oh God, you're hurting me. And I'm white. I am from LA, so I at least know how it should sound, but boy, no.
So piñata.
Yeah, I think we should add a piñata to it.
You dictate a person, an enemy within range,
to attack a piñata. Or no, what you do is you summon a pin. Okay, so you know what I think it is?
I was thinking of turning an enemy into a piñata, people beating the.
I feel like we need to make a separate ability for that.
Yeah, I figured this is separate from.
So are we giving him? Know what? There are time. Are we giving him 2 abilities level 14?
Well, the way I've approached like Fiesta so far is it's just that, hey, if you do these things while you have your mariachis out, you get this back.
Okay, so you know what? Yeah, so it's still part of Fiesta. So now for piñata, I feel like your idea is good, but I was also thinking like, what if we also just do again another CC option? Like you throw out a piñata and it kind of tanks for a bit.
So walk me through it.
So what I'm thinking is you summon a piñata hanging from a magical string, and all enemies within 60 feet feel compelled to attack it. Now, this is probably going to be a wisdom saving throw, so that way, you know, we give some option between charisma and wisdom.
Right.
And enemies that fail this save are charmed. Or, well, I don't want to say charmed, because charmed... No, charmed.
Yeah, they're charmed. Piñatas are charming.
And are forced, if they become charmed, again, they have the 24-hour immune thing if they succeed, but...
Yeah.
They become charmed, and they have to attack the piñata until it's destroyed. And the piñata has like AC 19 because it's swinging from the string, or AC 18. No, AC 18. It's just plate armor. We're not going to make it ridiculous.
Yeah. Piñata has an AC 18.
Yeah.
And an HP of what?
Ooh.
Or are we just not going to give it HP and let it hit for?
No, we should give it HP.
All right.
Let's see. This is a level 14.
Yes, this is 14th level.
Bard has D8 hit die, so if we assume like at least like maybe 2 Constitution, that's 10 plus 7 times 13, which is 70, 91, 101. 101? Hold on. Wait, I need to pull out a calculator because I don't trust my own math.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm like, wait, that's a bit high.
No, I was right. I mean, that is 14th level.
Yeah.
7. Yeah. Tracks. I did math right. Fuck me.
For once.
Right? Damn. It's like we play a game involving math or something.
Warhammer. Shouts out to Warhammer.
Shout out to that boy Warhammer.
Just Warhammer things. Math.
Boy. But yeah,
okay, so what do you want to... What HP
I want to say like 60 to 70, you know? Like it can take a couple of hits, you know, but if you do manage to pull the big boss, you only waste like 1 turn.
64?
69. No, 64. 65, 64 sounds good.
Yep, 65 it is.
That was a sex joke for all of you wondering why I just shouted 69 and thought it was funny.
Is this an action?
100%. I know we've given a lot of action economy, but we've given some bonus action economy too.
And CC. Also, cooldown.
Once per long rest, I want to say. This is... Do we want to do once per long rest? That's actually... I'm going to ask you that. Throwing the wheel back at you, babe.
I mean, they have the Mexican hat dance, which is already getting buffed.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
Rest.
So I feel like that's why I was thinking long rest, because it feels, fair.
Plus, it means also, they can do one, they can then follow up the other, right? If they really want to do that.
Yeah.
Control.
Yeah,
Plus,
I feel
you don't bring out a piñata every 5 minutes.
That's true.
It's the big event. Once per long rest is perfectly.
I agree.
So, I think we've done it. We've honored the mariachi by letting you throw a party as a bard, which honestly, bards should do more of.
Should, actually. I kind of agree with you in a weird way.
Yeah, you think about it, wait a second, bards don't usually throw the parties.
They usually just get fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Period. Done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well. Oh wow, we've gone fast on this one.
A little bit. So you wanna take a step back? You wanna talk?
Let's take a step back and talk.
Let's talk. You wanna bring out a segment? We haven't done that in a while.
Oh boy, sure. Why not? It's been a while since we've done a segment. You're right.
Yeah. So you know what, Hirsch? I want to ask you. Hey,
oh no!
Remember that time?
Oh shit! Why did I introduce this segment?
So, Hirsch, you remember that time you played a secret rogue and casually stole a few books here and there, and then you got betrayed, but then you started leaving subtle notes in the dungeon of the party?
Oh yeah. So this is a fun one actually. So this was in a campaign where I think we mentioned it earlier. I think we've talked about this on this podcast.
Yes.
I ruined the last session of the campaign and caused all the players to defect except one. And causing the campaign to go into an almost post-apocalyptic state where they restarted with new characters in the current time, which did make it infinitely more awesome and taught them that, hey, villainy is...
Your actions have consequences.
Yeah. But ever since then, all the players have been really, really meta with me. Let's put it like that. They're always very scared that I'm going to be a villain. Period.
That's why one time I want you to join, and I want you to be a suspicious guy that's actually good. He's just Larry Butts,
Honestly, every part of me just really wants to do that too.
But now that we said it now, and some of them listen to the podcast,
no, yeah,
can't do that anymore.
Honestly, yeah, and it's just it's one of those moments.
Yeah, they've been super suspicious of you.
They always are, and this was the biggest moment. So I was a warlock rogue named Saltine.
Yeah, Saltine.
His name's Salt. Last name Teen.
Better call him.
Yep. And it was a really interesting thing where the first thing I did was, they found me in a cage. They freed me, and I was like, cool. I need some help. I need to go in there. I still have friends in there, and I need to get people out. And they're all just looking at me suspiciously at this point, and I'm like...
You were literally okay, so context, they were going to a school of necromancy to go mess it up. And he was playing the nerd that gets shoved in lockers.
Basically.
Yeah. It's like the least threatening guy, but they were so out of character, suspicious of him.
Yeah, and when
That
we
they are
start going,
suspicious.
yeah, and when we start going in, we get through like 2 major rooms. They're trying to find books and destroy them. I'm trying to find books and capture them. So in the sense, I was super unsuspicious, but they were starting to. They were like just suspecting me, and because to be fair, I was being evil.
Yeah,
I was stealing the
yeah,
books, but I had
there
to be
was villainy.
fair, I had no reason to be suspected. Every roll was great.
Yeah,
I stole like 2 books without being suspected. And so at one point they just went out of nowhere. Hey, what's in your bag? And I'm like, I'm meat. What do you mean's in my bag? And they
it's
started
just
trying.
articles.
They just straight up start trying to rob me, and I'm like, ah shit. And they then start trying to kill me, and I'm like, ah shit. And I'm just like, okay, you know what? I cast hold person on everyone. I'm like, fuck you all. No, this is
Except
very
for
rude.
one.
Except for the peace man of the group, a druid who took a
the
vow of
literal
peace,
pacifist.
the literal pacifist. I'm just like, you're all really rude. And he was like, they kind of were rude. And I'm like, fuck you all. And I dimension door away. I leave them the books as they took them. And I'm like, I'm not dying for you. I leave. And then I spend the rest of the session just typing up notes that my guy's like, look, you're fucking dicks, but you shouldn't die. The next room's pretty fucked up. Just be careful. Stay on your toes. This is what you to look out for. Good luck. And I just kept doing that the rest of the dungeon.
Yeah,
And
I
then
even gave you the PDF I was using so that you could look ahead and see what was coming up.
No, yeah, exactly. And this is and I really enjoyed it. I even did it for session 2 because, like, that was Saul's way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the final session, you left the notes again as a callback. And this time they're like, man, he wasn't actually that bad guy.
It was really awesome. I just felt so bad that they were like, what the hell? You know what I mean? And just super aggressive for no reason.
So, hey, friendly reminder, everyone.
Don't meta.
When you're playing the game, don't meta. Don't meta.
That's all we'll say.
Moral to the story. Do you want to do your No, do you want to do your public domain thing?
My public domain?
Your public domain thing?
The more you know.
Thank you.
Took me a sec. I was like, hell are you talking about?
Like that shows we haven't been doing these segments.
Right? That public domain. Well, because we're usually scrapped for time. We have an hour. Very rarely. It's been a while since we've like busted one out in like 30 minutes and just had this much time.
Our last one was actually No Much Lampshade.
Yeah, like No Much Lampshade, which was like our 4th episode. No, our 5th episode.
Hindsight says that maybe an hour is actually generous in all things considered.
No, there have been a couple where we usually end around 45, and there's been a couple where we've really pushed it.
Like Rodan.
There's been a couple, like Rodan, Sonic, a lot.
Sonic also did it, yeah.
We've pushed a lot. There have been a lot more on the high end than there have on the low.
Mm-hmm. We're allowed to be a unicorn. We're just throwing in.
Exactly. It's just we rarely get these times where we can just be free.
We can just relax and casually look at the time. Say, yeah, we're fine. We'll keep going.
Just enjoy it. Enjoy talking to each other. You threw one at me. You threw one at me, Chris. How about I throw a segment at you?
All right, what?
Don't worry. It's still hey, remember that time?
Okay.
But Chris, do you remember that time where you started making all your gods, and I would just get texts every day of, "Hey, what do you think about this for a god?"
See,
and you
vaguely
built a pantheon.
I mean,
I built an entire pantheon.
Yeah, like I honestly
talk about that experience.
I vaguely remember creating them. I just know they exist now, and I love them.
There's one I love, and we all know.
We brought him up.
Yeah, it's Flames of War, baby.
Arcadian. Who my players? I think I could put this here. My players call him Soccer Dad. Because I basically made it lore that in his Plane of Fire, which is basically just a Mad Max wasteland, he pits a bunch of orcs against each other in a little war game. And they equated that to the esoteric dad that like has a little train set in his basement and just messes with that all day. And then you better not touch it because that's his train set. And then they also called him Soccer Dad because he's there, but he doesn't really care if they win or lose.
Honestly, it's great. I love him so much.
One of the fun things I did was because he is Soccer Dad, he is the macho meathead. I thought it would be really fun to put the goddess of magic and knowledge as a minor goddess under him. And basically, the way their relationship goes is he makes a claim like swords are the ultimate weapon. No one can beat a man with a sword. And she's like, okay, what about a man on horseback with arrows? And he's like, oh no, that's stupid. And then she shows him. And he's still like, yeah, that works, but that's also stupid.
I just love that. So he's just such a like, I mean, okay, yeah, I see it works, but also come on.
Yeah.
We can do better.
We can do better. And one of the things she actually did make to spite him, and for my players, this is a nice little tidbit of free lore that you get for listening to the podcast. For everyone else, this is just another story. Gianna Vendra, that's the goddess of magic and knowledge, she actually was... Arcadian approached her and said, hey, I need you to make me a big monster. Because I just want a monster to show up occasionally when my war games happen.
Yeah.
And he's like, I want it big, I want it to be murder, or be immortal, and all that stuff. And Gianna Venger's like, why would you want to do that? You can give it like sentient, make a cool thing. And he's like, no, but I want to murder. And Gianna's like, all right, I hear you. She goes to her little workshop and she builds a demigod and then makes it protective and caring and loving, gives it a moral compass. And so it's a phoenix. It's a phoenix supplied by my good friend who has drawn this phoenix numerous times.
Oh yeah. Yep, I remember that.
And this phoenix, its flames can also heal. But this phoenix, one of the quirks that this phoenix has when it shows up onto the battlefield, so, painting the scene. Arcadian has two orcs about to clash. And he's like, okay, is the monster ready? Gianna Vendra motions to the creature. There it is. And he's like, oh man, it looks awesome. Is that on fire? Great. He's all excited. The battle starts. And Arcadian looks Gianna Vendra's like, okay, sick it. And she's like, I can't. And he's like, why not? And she points to the creature and is playing with a pretty rock because it is enamored with rocks.
It was good. It was a very good one. And it was nice.
Yeah.
That's all I can really say about that. It was good.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the idea of two gods like not being outright hating each other, but kind of butting.
No, having that good riff with each other where they're like, fuck you, and the other one's like, well, fuck you. Not like completely disagreement, destroy the party level, but just like, look, we'll work together, but come on.
Yeah. And what I like especially is this creature can fight. It's pretty strong. Like, really strong. It just doesn't.
Exactly.
So yeah. And so my Pantheon has little quirks like that I just kind of appreciate. Those little things I tried to give to make them seem a bit relatable. Other than just, I am the great god, listen to me.
No, exactly. A little more real than just, by the way,
I'm the god of light. No, I'm the god of light, but I'm also Santa Claus. According to my players.
Oh boy. Well, we slipped in an old segment we haven't done for a while. Remember that time?
Yeah.
Bought ourselves a little more time.
So I think it's time we tell them, we start wrapping it up.
I think we tell them what we do. So this is, Chocolate Covered Gaming, as per usual, and you can find us weekly on YouTube, SoundCloud, and you can send us emails. And it's a wonderful world out there, you know. We shouldn't just stay cooped up in front of these computers all day long. And I feel like I lost my train of thought at some point. Milky Way, can you help me out here?
Well, I think at that point, all that's left to say is we're sorry.
We should. Oh wait, no, we need to tell them actual, like, places to send emails and stuff.
Okay. I'm sorry for that one. So yeah, you can find us on SoundCloud at soundcloud.com/2019. Our YouTube channel, Chocolate Gaming, has a link on that site. And if you wish to send us an email about how mariachis changed your life and your games,
you can
email us at chocolatecoveredgamemail@gmail.com. That's chocolatecoveredgamemail@gmail.com.
Yeah, we try and answer your emails every candy corner. When we don't have the hour crunch we place on ourselves. If we had any, we would read some right now. But yeah, feel free to send us. We are more than happy to read
on
them,
the podcast and react.
And we enjoy them
in an appropriate manner.
Yes, talking about you, goat. You know who you are. Well, that's all. Thank you very much. We appreciate all you've done. Most of which is listening to this atrocity. Because we're sorry.
We're really sorry.